utilizing ASL interpretation services. Your interpreter for this evening is Andrea Lamberton. The name will be displayed as ASL Interpreter Synexus Andrea. For instructions on how to pin the videos or use the ASL cart services, that can be found in the chat. Thank you.
Appointee to the CCRB and the chair. On my left is Jonathan Darth, the Executive Director of the CCRB. I would like to call the CCRB's March public meeting to order. The board members, please introduce themselves, starting to my right.
A. Hogan, City Council designee from Queens.
Kevin McGinn, Police Commissioner Designee.
Good afternoon. I'm Joseph Puma. I'm the Manhattan City Council designee to the board.
Appointing.
Hi, I'm John Darsh. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm the executive.
Good afternoon, Shereen Crawford. I'm a mayoral appointee.
Herman Merritt, City Council designee.
John Siegel, mayoral appointee.
Frank Dwyer, Police Commissioner Designee.
Joe Fox, Police Commissioner designee.
Thank you very much, colleagues. Are there any changes or corrections to the February minutes? None. Is there a motion to approve the February minutes?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Minutes are approved. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and staff. Welcome to the March 2026 meeting of the New York City Civilian Complaint Review Board. March is Women's History Month. I'm grateful to the women leaders who have made an indelible mark on this agency. Women like some of my predecessors as chair, Arva Rice and Maya Wiley. Women like our current board members, June Northern, just for you, June Northern and Shereen Crawford. The women who've served on this board through the years, and of course, the many women who worked within the agency and who do so today. Beyond the CCRB, we honor other women who have inspired us. Congressmember Shirley Chisholm, a lioness, who led the way for so many others. Mother Cabrini, who extended loving compassion to immigrant children. Police Officer Morris Smith, who died saving others on 9/11, just to name a few. Like Women's History Month, the CCRB is here to address the injustices of the past and the present. The CCRB has a great and proud history. That history will always be linked to the women who have helped shape the CCRB along the way. In the coming weeks, I will have the privilege of testifying to the City Council about this agency's formal budget request. It will come as a surprise to no one. This agency remains underfunded. Our work is important, and to do it, we need the appropriate budget and staff resources. Civilians deserve justice in a timely fashion. Police officers deserve an appropriate resolution in a timely fashion. Our proposed budget will allow this to happen. I also intend to remind the council that our board is still without its full complement of board members. We still require a council-appointed member representing Staten Island, as well as one representing the Bronx. The Bronx has not had representation on this board since July of 2023. I am optimistic that the council will understand the important nature of our work. It is my hope that this understanding will coincide with appropriate funding. Now I would like to introduce our Executive Director, Jonathan Darsh.
Thank you, Chair Smith. I'd like to echo the chair's comments regarding the importance of Women's History Month. I know that I am personally thankful for the incredible work of the women at this agency today, as well as those who passed. the CCRB, providing feminine hygiene products in the CCRB's restrooms. It may seem small, but making our agency welcoming for work and accessing government services is important. I've spoken before about the importance of connecting with other civilian oversight practitioners, thought leaders, and community members. It is only through these relationships that we can grow our collective understanding of the best practices of police oversight. We learn from each other and we can make each other better. To that end, the CCRB is proud to participate in the upcoming New York State Oversight Consortium's 2026 Spring Conference. It's scheduled to be held on April 14th at CUNY City Tech. This event will bring together oversight practitioners from across New York State to discuss the unique challenges and opportunities that agencies like ours face. With our emphasis on student participation, we'll be able to connect not only with the leaders of today, but with the leaders of tomorrow. Registration is open now, and you can find the information at our website. Attendance at the event is free of charge. I hope to see many of you there, as well as anyone interested in the future of police oversight. One final point, we received a question regarding body-worn camera footage during last month's board meeting. I didn't have the answer last month, but I wanted to take the opportunity to respond today. It takes an average of between 17.2 and 33.4 business days to receive positive return on BWC requests that require redactions. In terms of our own redacted BWC releases pursuant to FOIL, it takes approximately 9 to 10 months for positive return due to our extremely limited resources in that area. As a reminder, our office is open for walk-in complaints, but it is also possible to file complaints online at nyc.gov/CCRB complaint, by telephone at 1-800-341-2272, by dialing 311, or by tagging the agency on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. For those wishing to speak during the public comment section of today's meeting, we ask that you keep your questions and comments to 4 minutes. If anyone wishes to file a complaint right now, we have 2 investigators on hand ready to take any new complaints. The investigators on call this afternoon are Rob Ryan and Emma Steidehar. Amy O'Sullivan is also here from the Civilian Assistance Unit. I want to thank you all for your presence here today. We'll now move on to our board's formal business.
Thank you, John. Do any board members have any questions for John? Please mark your calendars for April 14th. Thank you. Now I'd like to hear from Marwa Rigi of the Outreach Unit.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marwa, and I'm the Director of Intergovernmental Affairs here at the CCRB. So the New York City Civilian Complaint Review Board is the nation's largest independent oversight agency over the largest police force in the country. The CCRB investigates, mediates, and prosecutes allegations of misconduct against members of the NYPD. The agency is governed by a 15-member board with 5 seats appointed by the mayor, 5 appointed by the city council, 3 designated by the police commissioner, 1 appointed by the public advocate, and the chair is appointed jointly by the mayor and city council. The types of allegations that are within the CCRB's jurisdiction include force, authority, discourtesy, and offensive language. If you wish to file a complaint, you can do so on our website, nyc.gov/CCRB complaint, or you can call the CCRB at 1-800-341-CCRB. Remember, if you see footage of misconduct on social media or in the news, you can file a complaint even if you weren't there in person. Some more ways that you could file a CCRB complaint include visiting us at our office. We're located at 100 Church Street on the 10th floor, New York, 10007. You can also file a complaint at your local precinct. And then the NYPD is required to accept CCRB complaints at any precinct, or you can also request a complaint form and a postage-free envelope. If you would like to request a presentation, you can reach out to outreach@ccrb.nyc.gov, and please follow us on social media. We're on Instagram and Twitter under the same username @CCRB_NYC. And we're on Facebook if you visit facebook.com/ccrb.nyc.
Thank you, Marla. Does any board members have any questions for Marla? Thank you. We will now enter the public comment portion of the meeting. We will begin with those joining us virtually who would like to make a comment, followed by those who are joining us in person. Do we have anyone coming in virtually?
So far, I do not see any hands raised, Chair. I'll give another moment to see if anyone wants to speak online.
Thank you, Dahai. For those joining us, in person and are interested in making a public comment, please line up behind the podium. Please keep your comments to 4 minutes.
Hello, my name is Terry Campesano, New York City Housing Authority tenant, Meltzer Towers, senior residence. We seem to be having so much confusion with PSA 4 in the East Village, like Brenda Lees, she's from First Houses, and we went from the NCOs that we used to have to some kind of Q team. So it's hard to get in touch with anybody. We at the precincts, we have very little verticals in the buildings. Recently in our building, matter of fact, last Friday in our building, they've on the 19th floor. This is a senior building of NYCHA. And there's a lot of intrusions in there, very little security. So we just don't know now. We've complained to NYCHA. NYCHA knows all about this and the safety and security. But the biggest problem we're having, I think, and it's throughout NYCHA on the Lower East Side, is to me, it sounds like disorganization. You know, you're going every month it's something else. Every year something's changing. When we used to work really great with our NCOs, and now we really don't know what's happening. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, I would say that is an issue for your council member.
Yeah, they're all aware of this, you know.
Deal with police strategy and organization.
Okay.
You should also go to the precinct community council meeting. The precinct.
Oh, yeah,
plan-
we do. We also do that.
And
They're
it's
starting up
PSA 4.
PSA 4, yeah.
And you've talked to the commanding officer?
Oh, yeah, they know. They were up on Friday on the 19th floor with the gun situation.
Okay.
This is a new thing, so I don't know. Somebody told me it could be community guns, where the gangs hide guns in different buildings, but it's unsettling to us. This,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Sir.
Okay.
With complaints against police. Now,
Oh, okay.
if you
If I could add, if after the meeting, if you want to give me your contact,
Sure.
and I'll reach somebody. All relationships need to be renewed. Maybe there was a change in the CO,
Yeah.
and
they're-
maybe you just need to get reconnected. But Chief Charlie McAvoy is the chief of housing, and he's one of the most responsive professionals I've ever known. And I'll speak with him after and give him your contact if that's okay.
Thank you very much. Thank
Also,
you.
one question before we leave. Do you have a resident association board?
We do.
You do?
Yes.
And your president?
Yes, I'm president.
Okay, you're the president. You should reach out also, and get in touch with, board member Fox,
Okay.
after we finish, because, there's very, there should be a direct connection for you, law enforcement, as resident president,
Right. Okay.
okay?
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
rudely, improperly by a member of the service,
Mm.
the precinct of the housing, that is a possible complaint.
Oh.
That is where we as an organization could get involved.
Okay, well, there was one thing. I was like the victim of ring camera theft. So 9th Precinct had gotten the the complaint because PSA 4 has no detectives. So when I explained to the detective that those Ring cameras are still in the building, but he asked if I have any video, and I says, no, the video was scrambled. So they said, well, without video, there's nothing we could do. I mean, you could get up and go and talk to the person that I'm pretty sure is involved. Safety and security has video from the lobby that shows, but the system was scrambled. Okay.
This agency deals with complaints of alleged police misconduct.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
I just say I'd be remiss if I didn't name that I know you. I know you, Terry. I know you, Brenda, at least for quite a while. So let's connect afterwards and let's see how I can help. Just in my community member capacity. All right.
Thank you.
If I could just add one thing,
Yes.
Mr. Chair, while the agency does not have jurisdiction over something like this, we will refer your issue to the department. I don't know that I can do better than either Joe, but I will do my best.
The more the better. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else in the public comment?
Good afternoon, Andrew Case, Latino Justice Pearl Death. Is this working? Do we need this better? Okay. First, Chair Smith, thank you for mentioning Women's History Month. I want to add a couple of CCRB women who I think have made a great impact on this agency. One is a former chair who's Franklin Stone. If you read her name, you might not know that she's a woman, but Franklin was a chair of this agency for a number of years before going to the Committee on Open Government, and was the chair when I was here. And I thought she did a terrific job, along with Florence Finkel, who was a former executive director of this agency and is the incoming president of the National Association for Civilian Oversight of Law Enforcement, not to mention Mira Joshi, who was the deputy executive director for a number of years before becoming a deputy mayor, who served honorably in a really difficult capacity for almost 4 years in the prior administration before finally resigning with 3 of her colleagues. Yeah, Deborah. Yeah. Oh, Deborah Livingston. Deborah Livingston, a board member who's now on the Second Circuit Court of Appeals, of course. I want to have a couple of questions about the statistics because I know that last month there was a issue about a panel meeting with unable to investigate complaints, and so it seemed out of whack. And when I look at it now, it seems like we're sort of back in whack in terms of percentages, but the number of closures is a lot lower than last year. And I don't know if this is a panel issue or a operational issue, that we're now at 236 out of 522 total closures were full investigations, which is about 45% compared to last year, which was 401 out of 939, which is 42%. So the numbers are about the same, but it's about half as many closures. So I don't know if that's a panel issue, if panels have had trouble meeting, or if they're just fewer cases, or what the issue is there. As you know, we believe that the board does not need to delay cases, particularly cases of unable to investigate, withdrawn, unavailable, does not need to meet and vote on those cases. It delays cases. It is not required by the city charter. The other thing that I saw in the reports that was a little concerning is that for the first time, we now once again have a substantial number of cases that are closed, quote unquote, department unable to prosecute, short statute of limitations. This was something that the prior police commissioner, as you all know, used to stymie your efforts and stop the incredible investigations that you do and the accountability work that you do by claiming that even though a case was closed before the statute of limitations and all they need to do is serve the officer, which takes a minute, they were not going to pursue that case. And I remember hearing multiple times that they'd stopped it. The statistics showed that they'd stopped it, and now they seem to have started it again. So there seems to be a NYPD thing where every time we have a little bit of progress, as soon as people stop pointing it out over and over, it happens again. Finally, I do want to thank you all for speaking with the prior speaker. As Chair Smith said, that is not within the jurisdiction of the CCRB, but you are all really plugged in people. You're all very sophisticated people. Mr. Fox, I'm glad for you to take the opportunity to hear that they have a question outside of the CCRB purview, but that you can handle your own. And I think that's a really great opportunity for you all to take to serve the community and serve people who take the time to come out here and speak to you, even if it's not directly on point. If you know how to help, it's great that you help. Thank you all.
Thank you. John, you have any response on the numbers questions?
With regard to the short SOL situation, I'm going to go and double check. My hunch is that that is a data entry issue and they were put in the wrong column because I've been reviewing the reports and I didn't know it. I've been reviewing the discipline reports when they come from the department and I didn't notice any closed short SOL. So if that is an error, that is on me for not having picked it up earlier, and I apologize. With the panels, we have had in the last week 4 panels meet, and there are some next week as well. So it is a scheduling issue that caused the decrease in closures.
Thank you. Anyone else have? No, here we go.
I'm Michael Myers.
You're fine.
It's working.
Michael, you're fine.
I'm Michael Myers. I can't hear myself, so I'm the president of the New York Civil Rights Coalition. I am really chagrined that we have a new mayor and we still haven't had an appointment of any kind to this agency by the mayor. And I want you to know that as president of the New York Civil Rights Coalition, I attend these public meetings. I attend NAACP meetings. I attend the New York Law School meetings. I attend all these meetings where they show up, meaning the mayor-elect or the current mayor. Even his deputy mayors show up. And I put the question to them. How come they do not ride herd on filling the vacancies at the CCRB? Now, I don't even know if they even know about the CCRB, but I can tell you this, now they know. Because not only do I embarrass them at these public meetings, I also embarrass the deputy mayors who are supposed to know these things. And they're supposed to help fill these vacancies. So I'm shocked that we could have had a vacancy on this board from the Bronx, of all the boroughs, from the Bronx, for 5 years. How can you have a vacancy for 5 years and no mayor act? I don't understand it. I don't understand the city council speaker who doesn't ride herd on making sure this board is fully complemented. I don't understand it. Constituted. I just don't understand it, except that I do. People don't care anymore. They don't seem to care. As long as there's no complaints and and they don't get any phone call in their personal homes and office, and somebody taking over their offices or taking over their house, they don't care. Well, we gotta make sure they care now. And I can assure you that the deputy mayors, at least, and the mayor, they now know, because we have brought it to their attention. They got to fill the vacancies. They've got to have a real chair, not an interim chair, not a temporary chair. They have to have a chair. And it doesn't take long. Now, they promised me, but promises are cheap. They have assured me they're working on it. And I'm talking not just the principals, but the staff of the principals, because you got to get the staff to make sure they do their jobs. Meaning is the staff got to do their jobs, and they have to make sure the public officials do their jobs. So I want you to know you are now on everybody's website, everybody's telescope, everybody's concerns, because we put them there. Because I think it's an embarrassment, especially for the Bronx, and especially for Staten Island. And where's the public advocate replacement? Has the public advocate replace Esmeralda Simmons? I don't understand. I really don't understand what the hesitancy is. Why it takes so damn long to make an appointment to one of the most important bodies in this city. And the only answer I can come up with is that they don't give a damn. There's no public pressure. There's nobody at their doorstep. There's nobody going into their house. Nobody saying this agency deserves not only a full budget, but a full complement of board members. And I hope that people start to speak up, meaning you guys. You got to speak up. You got to speak up to your people who appointed you.
Mr. Myers, thank you for your advocacy.
I am not finished yet.
Yes, you are, sir.
Oh, okay. If you insist on my being finished, I will.
thank
I
you.
will. I will end, but I am not finished.
Thank you. Do we have any other speakers today?
Hi, how are you? My name is Juan Romero. A simple question. Why are there so many members of the public that are not allowed to come up here without a court order? I know someone who for the past 3 months has been trying to get in, and they're being told by SL Green downstairs that he cannot come up. He has not been violent. He has not threatened anybody. He hasn't done anything illegal. According to the public meeting laws, he's allowed to come up here to a public meeting. And you guys are not allowing him to come up. You just served him with a court order after 3 months now. And obviously the police was called. He left. He was not arrested because he follows the law. I would like to know why is this happening with so many people, because it's a list with dozens of people on there. Thank you.
John, I defer to you on this.
The CCRB is an important agency that has to interact with members of the public. We want to be welcoming and safe place for the public to come. It is unfortunate when we have to put someone on a do not admit list. No one was served with a court order by this agency. If people give their ID before a board meeting, as they're required to do by the building, they can come upstairs, even when they are on the do not admit list. That's it. I mean, sir, we're working to keep the meeting open to the public, to facilitate the public, but, you know, we must address issues when they come up. So thank you very much. Sir. Anyone else have a comment, question? Hearing none, we are now in the new business portion of the meeting. Is there any new business? Okay, do we have any old business to come before the board? Hearing none, I'm going to move now that we break into executive session. The agenda for the executive session is the board will consider one case and the executive director will discuss pending personnel actions. The general counsel is out today and will provide updates regarding pending litigation at a future date. Is there a motion to adjourn to executive sessions? Do I have a second? Second. Thank you. The meeting is now adjourned to executive session.